Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a Sprinter.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Monday, now! Hey, Raider 2! Hey, 7:34. What's up?
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Saints at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
The 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
You're mine. Later one. Express. 93. That's it.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. As Shaheed going to go in motion. Shotgun now for Carr. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On play action, now Carr. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 43.
93. 93. 9.
To throw, it's Carr. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 1.
Later 1. 29. 29. What's up?
From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley will get this to about the 38. And you look at this Saints defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run in the NFL.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? Are you going to whip the guy across from you?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all 3 phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick 6.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the 2nd quarter.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line. Now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
What now?
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a play fake. Carr. There's Chris Olave. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. On play action, they'll throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Motion man is Schwartz.
694.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd and a couple. They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 3. Off play action. Mooney. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
Hey, 734. Express.
Motion man is Schwartz. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Saints on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
What's up?
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. I'm going to have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Off the play fake. Mooney. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Paulson Adebo up to make the stop.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Saints' 32-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Mooney. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Farmer. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
On 1st and 10, Mooney. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
6-18. Express.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And Shaheed going to go in motion. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense They've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Mooney. And this is into the hands of Campbell downfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 23, this is 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the third quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
93. 93.
Carr now to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
29. 29. 637.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Kamara will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown of the game.
The Saints offense and Derek Carr, they're still on the field, so they figure to go for 2 here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Mooney. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Third down, Barkley. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Throwing now is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. As Shaheed going to go in motion. To throw his Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. The shotgun, they run with Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Looking to throw. Mooney. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mooney has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 57 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And quickly, they get to the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Mooney. Over the middle, complete. That's Farmer. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Mooney. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Giants are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Shotgun now for Carr. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Mooney. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
29. 29.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Okay, break.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And now Carr changing the formation. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Carr going to throw. This is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors.